Mitikaya Oyesin. All my relations hello. I am in Blue Mountain Lake. This is the place where I first discovered, chanced upon contemplative prayer by putting my hands into the lake. There it is. Can't put my hands into the lake right now. It's quite frozen, and the snow is a couple feet deep. Although when we get into the crusted parts, I only think about maybe 6 inches in, or a foot and a half, or 2 feet. I wanted you to see this. I wanted to speak from here, and during the 6-hour trip up here, I was trying to figure out what to talk about. I had several ideas, but I decided upon this. I have, once a week at least, I will read a meme on Facebook or Instagram talking about forgiveness. And the meme is always, it's not for the other person, it's not for the transgressor, it's for the aggrieved. It's for us who have been aggrieved, so that we can move on with our lives and we don't let bitterness overtake us. And yes, this is true, but that is a limited view of forgiveness. Yes, we are the most immediate recipient of the forgiveness. Some people need to learn this, by the way, more than once. I've read this meme more than once, from the same person. But I've read it from a lot of people, and it's something I've gone through myself. In fact, I will tell you how I learned about forgiveness. Right here in Blue Mountain Lake is a lady named Camille that I love. And my friend Phil told me about her. She is from New York City. One of her sons had been murdered, and she eventually found it in her heart to forgive the murderer. So I had to meet her. I had a long conversation with Camille. Now she's as far as I'm concerned, one of my best friends. I don't know what she feels about me, but I love her dearly. And she taught me about forgiveness. So what I'm trying to tell you is that forgiveness is not just for the person who is aggrieved. Forgiveness is for anybody who's watching, anybody who's listening, anybody who's paying attention. And hopefully that's for the transgressor, him or herself. But me, I hear about this years later through a friend. You have no idea what our actions can do, how they can reach others. Now, if I haven't told you this before, and those of you who know me, I used to be a complete jackass. I took advantage of everyone. I exploited their concern and love for me. I took advantage of them. I believe that I have atoned for all this. I'm never going to go back. Trust me on this. From now on, all I'm going to do is put positivity out in the world. But there are some people who, because of the way I was 20, even 10 years ago, still think of me very badly. There was a guy last summer on Facebook. I couldn't understand why he said something to me that he did on Facebook, and I asked him why, and wow, just an explosion of all these things, all these behaviors and motivations that I had 20 years ago that he ascribed to me now, ascribed to me because of things that I said and things that I did in the past few years. And he was seeing me through the prism of Mark 20 years ago. Somebody just recently, another person, takes all these passive-aggressive swipes at me. And when I try to talk to her about it, she makes very aggressive swipes at me. So these are people who have really not forgiven, who have not moved on. They have told me to move on, and really I have. But my point is, what I'm saying here is that we get stuck in a moment and we don't move forward. Not only do we need to forgive, we need to be absolutely honest with each other. So many people will not tell the honest truth to somebody if they ask them a question they would rather not answer, because they say they're sparing that person's feelings. Hogwash. You're not sparing that person's feelings. You're sparing your own feelings. You don't want to have this confrontation. And confrontation is just a disagreement with somebody. Confrontation is telling somebody you disagree. So rather than have the confrontation, you lie about what you're feeling, and then what happens is, like with these two people that I just mentioned, it comes out either a 20-year later torrent of anger or passive aggressiveness. Be honest, learn to forgive, and bring your positivity into this world, because you have to realize you're not just doing this for yourself. You're doing it to make the world a better place. And can I just show you a better world? To me, the mountains, snow in the winter, sun and flowers in the summer, these are emblematic of this ideal world, the world that I strive to create. We don't have to have mountains and lakes and snow and all this small town grandiosity. We have cities, we have suburbs. But this to me represents the pinnacle of God's intention for humanity. And for you, everyone has whatever that pinnacle may be. Strive to reach that pinnacle in your heart. Not just for you, but for the world. Strive at all times. So peace to four very blue fingers, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.